All right, I hate to keep doing these videos for protocols, but this one's actually got some positive in it. And Carnival just sent out an email and a letter and changed it on their website that things are starting to change a little bit, and we're starting to go in the right direction with the protocols. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. I'm Patrick, and this is Party of Two Cruising. Carnival just sent out an update yesterday about several things with their protocols for COVID. Now, I'm going to start off with the good one first. The good one is the mask mandates. As of March 1st, the mask mandates are going away. It will be recommended, but they also threw in the little caveat that it might be mandatory in a couple of the venues. And if I was going to guess, and if I was a betting man, which I am, I would bet it's going to be probably in the theater and in the casino. But again, I don't know. They're not saying. They said there will be signage on the ship to let you know where to go and when you got to wear those masks. All right, with that said, though, you still have to have masks on in the terminal on embarkation day and debarkation day. Now, if you're getting off the ship in a port of call that requires you to have a mask, you're still going to have to wear that mask when you get off on your excursion. All right. As far as vaccinated guests goes, there is no social distancing on board anywhere. If you are unvaccinated, they are recommending you stay 6 feet away from each other inside the ship and 3 feet away on the outside of the ship. Out by the pool, everywhere outside. See. All right, unvaccinated guests also are not allowed to get off in certain places. So if you are unvaccinated, you cannot get off in San Juan, Limon, Costa Rica, Grand Turk, St. Kitts, Bonaire, or Tortola. You are going to, if you are 12 years old or older, you have to remain on board in St. Kitts, Bonaire, and Tortola. If you are 16 and older, you have to remain on board in Grand Turk. In Limon, Costa Rica, you're not allowed off the ship at all if you are unvaccinated. In San Juan, anybody who is also not vaccinated cannot get off in San Juan. Now, I know they've been canceling quite a few. I just saw that on the next, I think it's the 12th of March, they canceled San Juan on the Celebration cruise. Now, if you are unvaccinated and you got that exemption to be on the ship, you can still get off in Princess Key and Half Moon Key. And you can go out on your own and do whatever you want on those islands, even though you are unvaccinated. All right, for those unvaccinated guests that ask for an exemption, you are going to have a medical doctor write a paper giving you that exemption if you are approved. They will approve you within 14 days of the cruise because they only allow so many people that are unvaccinated on the cruise. If they have to cancel your cruise, they will refund you fully back to the method of payment that you paid. All right. Unvaccinated guests 2 and older must present a negative COVID test within 72 or 24 hours, depending on when your cruise leaves. So, for example, if you leave on a Saturday, you can get that test anytime from Wednesday to Friday, but not on the morning of embarkation. All right, for vaccinated guests, you still have to do the COVID test, but you are also, as of March 1st, going to be allowed to do the 3-day as well. So, example, you're going on a Saturday cruise. This is where it gets a little confusing. You can get tested on Thursday, Friday, and as late as Saturday, as long as your results are going to come in before you board. to where the unvaccinated cannot test on the Saturday. That's why they give them the Wednesday and Thursday and Friday to get tested. Okay? All right, let's make this a little more confusing for some people. If you are doing a 10-day or more cruise, you have to get tested again while you're on that 10-day or more cruise. So if you're doing a transatlantic, taking the Pride back to Europe or whatever you're doing, you're going to have to get tested again before you get off that ship. If you are doing back-to-backs, you are also going to have to be tested in between those two cruises. So as in the old days, they used to just walk us down. We looked at customs. They made a funny face at us, and we get back on the ship and enjoy the ship for 3 hours by ourselves. No more. You have to get off, and you have to be tested again. Not sure if the cruise line, whatever cruise line you're going on, is going to do it, but I know it's $100 and some. What I would probably do is before I got on the first leg of my cruise, I would probably set up an appointment somewhere close to the port at a CVS or a Walgreens and go get that test done, or bring your own again. You can always bring your own test kit that you can order right there on the Carnival website and just retest, get your negative COVID tests again while you're sitting in the terminal or somewhere else, and then you're good to go. All right, one more thing about unvaccinated passengers is if you are sailing out of Florida, Texas, South Carolina, and Virginia, you have to buy travel insurance. You do not have to buy it through Carnival. You can go to one of the third-party insurance companies, but you're going to have to show it, and you're going to have at least $10,000 for medical and at least $30,000 for emergency evacuation from the ship. All right, the last little thing I'm going to talk about for unvaccinated guests who get and receive a exemption is you're going to have to bring, if you're from Florida, Texas, Louisiana, Maryland, South Carolina, Alabama, Virginia, or New York, and you're sailing out of one of those ports, you are going to have to bring a doctor's letter from your medical provider stating that you are not able to get the vaccine. That's also going to lead to, if you go to a port, any port as at this time, you cannot go out on your own. For example, you go to Cozumel and you want to go down to Mr. Sancho's or El Cid or a different excursion, you cannot go on your own. You have to go in what they call a bubble tour, which is through the cruise line, and then they pretty much escort you around, and you have to stay with that group. You are not allowed to go out on your own. All right, so if you're bringing children on board and you want to put them in any of the Circle C programs, they have to be fully vaccinated to go into any of those programs at all. The smoking policy, now we just got off the Elation, and they told us they were going back to smoking in the casino on the 14th. And I talked to a lady that was on the cruise, and she said as of the 15th, they still not had opened the casino to smoking. But anyway, the rules are stated as of now that there is no smoking in the casino unless you're sitting and playing. The tables and slots are reserved naturally for players only. The casino bar is open, but the casino bar is a non-smoking area. And depending on the ship, there are some that have the bar inside the casino, and some are like on the Elation or the Paradise. The bar is really kind of like outside on the promenade deck. Those are no smoking. There is no smoking in the casino when it is closed. So basically there's no hanging out in there and smoking. And smoking is not allowed anywhere on board when they are refueling. All right, so hopefully this helps you out a little bit. Make sure you bring your documentation. Again, I can't reiterate that enough that, like I said, we did the Verify app. We're going to try it again now that we are already booked in, but we still have to wait for our negative COVID test for our March 5th cruise. And we're still going to bring all our documentation, and thank goodness we did last time. That helped us tremendously when they said, nice app, but they really didn't do anything about it. So anyway, I want to thank you for watching. Please do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below, hit that notification bell, and definitely give us the old like button, thumbs up if you like what we're doing. And again, thank you for all the subscribers that we've had in the last couple of weeks. I appreciate it. And until next time, we'll see you later.